Hey guys, it's Bethany Finch with American Made Home Solutions. Today's live video, we're talking about how to keep your kids busy during COVID or many times in summer vacation, right? Spring break, Christmas break. I think they do a winter break, midwinter break now. They do all kinds of breaks. So things have drastically changed for us as parents with our kids that are in school, right? So we've got to learn to be able to bounce and groove with it. Many parents are returning back to work, and with that come a new challenge because daycare centers aren't open, or normally their kids would be in school and the school isn't open, or summer camps aren't going on, right? Things have drastically changed in that area. So what to do with our kiddos? Because we know that idle hands create bad news, as well as just too much time, right? Kids get bored. We want to be able to encourage them and keep them active and going, and our mind focused on what we need to do if we have to work and are unable to be with them. So one of the things that I would encourage you to consider doing is helping your kids start a business. What? You say, how would I ever do that? Typically, in years past, right, kids would go and they would mow lawns, or they would do weeding and yard work, or a lot of girls would babysit. I know some guys babysat as well, but not quite as common. They might do odd chores for people and such, but it was kind of a little bit more about the parents orchestrating it. And with today's technology and kids having way more time, it's so much easier than ever for them to be able to do this all on their own. So one of the best things that I have encouraged and seen many young people doing is using the Nextdoor app. Now the Nextdoor app is available only if you live in a community. An admin has to allow you in, verifying that you live in that community. So it's just to your neighbors or within a certain mile radius, okay? So it's a great way to reach out to them. Safe way, right? You can see everything that's happening, but it's also a tool, right? You can do the same thing on Facebook marketplaces and different things. And I would suggest that you sit down and talk about it with your kids. For instance, a lot of the older kids, right, have time, have skills. One of the best skills that an older child has that they're completely unaware of is sports. Being a coach, loved the impact sports had in my life and how much impact it can have on the others. Well, unfortunately, right now, most of the kids would normally going to soccer camp or baseball camp or this or that, and they don't have any of those options. So how about if your varsity students, or even your non-varsity students, if your students who are fluid in soccer, volleyball, basketball, wrestling, whatever it is, and you know that they love their sport and they're going to be practicing anyway, why not just offer an option where they can practice with your students? Okay, how this might look, right? You could go on the Nextdoor app and say, local soccer athlete looking to practice with kids who want to practice soccer. Something like that, right? Or local soccer athlete willing to coach your students 2 days a week, 3 days a week, 5 days a week, whatever it is. Maybe you set up your own mini soccer camp, right? And it's just a neighborhood gathering, or it could be in affiliation with some of the other groups that aren't necessarily able to function right now. Your youth group, things of that nature, where parents are all having to go back to work, and they would love to have this student put on a soccer camp on Monday, and then on Tuesday this one do a wrestling camp, and then on Wednesday this one does a volleyball camp, and this one does, and then they just sign their students up for whatever one and then pay for those services. So sometimes it may only be 2 hours a day, right? Many of you boys, I know, the thought of babysitting just makes your skin crawl. But if you change the words, let's change your mindset a little bit. It's not babysitting, it's going and hanging out and having fun. If you're going and hanging out, playing soccer with some of the neighborhood kids, teaching them some skills, just like someone taught you, how much more valuable is that? You're hanging out, you're getting to do what you love, and getting paid in return. That's a pretty good return on that. Sometimes parents need a little more than that, right? Maybe they have to go to work early and they just need someone to hang out in their house while their kids sleep. Then when their kids get up, you fix them cereal, right? Not hard, not complicated, right? And then you take them out to a park and they go play, or you keep them from lighting the house on fire. Again, just hanging out. Maybe you teach them how to build some cool Lego things, or again, teaching them something that you already know how to do. Maybe you are a phenomenal poker player. Well, parents might frown on that one, but you get my drift. There's skills that you have that you could be offering to that younger generation, and in turn, it would be a blessing to the families of your neighborhood who need to return to work and don't have capabilities for their children to go stay somewhere. It also works out in another scenario where, for instance, if you decide you do want to just do yard work and you put your ad up, hey, willing to do yard work, you put it out there. There's lots of other ways and things that you can do. Some of you are mad computer guys. You, gals as well, have crazy skills, and you could be creating resumes for people. You could be doing all kinds of spreadsheets and data entry and all this such. On the side, never having to leave your home, you could go up through Upwork or Fiverr and put your skills out there, and in turn start getting some side gigs going that ultimately develop into your own company. And then your parents could show you the cool part about setting up an LLC if you get that big. But it might be a way. Many of you guys are looking for summer work and it's just not out there because of everything with COVID. So in those scenarios, this is a great way. Fiverr.com, and it's spelled a little weird, Fiverr.com. And Upwork.com are two of the biggest for side gigs and consulting and things of that nature. Sometimes there's even people that they'll hire someone just to teach me how to play a video game. That is a skill, right? So if my student loves, I don't know, Halo, and you're a phenomenal expert at Halo, I might be willing to pay you to come over and teach my student how to play Halo. How fun of a job would that be? Great way to gain some extra funds. So take advantage of this tremendous opportunities that are out there and available. Maybe you love to go hiking and you're older and you drive and you're willing to take them on a small day hike, things of that nature. Nothing crazy, right? You want to be safe and that such. Maybe you have the capabilities of having an older adult and such to make parents feel more comfortable. Whatever it is, you can allay the risks and help parents feel comfortable, but also give them peace of mind that their students are not only in good hand, but they're learning something new, something different besides just sitting at home in front of a TV and or a computer and having some fun while they're doing it. You get the chance to make great money, you get the chance to meet new people and expand your skills. Great opportunities exist right now for young people of all walks of life, even some as young as 5, 6, 7. We've seen some of them even starting companies and such. I know it sounds crazy, but it is highly possible. So you too could even do, I've seen the virtual lemonade stand. There's so many great things out there that you could do. Stretch your mind a little bit, put yourself out there. As a parent, look outside the box and see what it is that you can help them do, offer some ideas to get their brain juices flowing, and then have that conversation. Be purposeful and intentional, and in doing so, you too can help your kids and you survive through COVID, and not just survive, but excel and thrive. Have a great day, and we will look forward to talking to you next time. If you have any further questions, feel free to drop them in the box below. We'd be happy to respond to them and answer anything. We've got some great resources. Our website hasn't fully launched for our parental resource, which is the Me Mamas, but that one will be launching soon. So you'll be able to take advantage of that as well. So continue to do so. We look forward to it. Have a great day. And like I said, take advantage of the opportunities, tremendous opportunities around. Have a great time with your kids, teaching them new skills, you learning new skills, and coming together in a new way. Until next time, tomorrow, bye for now.